Chandan from Shakudo. Let's consider a mid-sized bank. There are chances that they receive hundreds or even thousands of customer complaints every day. The city of the bank has one major challenge when it comes to these customer complaints. How to make sure that the urgent ones do not get buried in the long queue of these complaints. A software that can categorize these complaints might be the solution for this. Right? And now let's see how OpenHands on Shakudo can help with this. As you are aware, Shakudo is an operating system for data and AI. It brings together 250 best-in-class components in one secured environment, which means no DevOps, no MLOps or AIOps, no work. OpenHands, on the other hand, is an AI coding agent that helps you build software through natural language conversation. You describe what you need, it writes the code, tests them, and deploys it for you. OpenHands is available as a component on Shakudo. As a part of this demo, let's give it a shot of how this problem statement that we started with can be done using OpenHands. So let me go to OpenHands from Shakudo. That was the Shakudo dashboard. I clicked on OpenHands. I come here. I launch my interface. And the agent is here. Now I can start coding. So for the purpose of this demo, I've done some pre-work, right? So what I did was I gave a prompt over here in natural language describing what I want. I want a customer complaint analyzer, and it should take text as input, the complaints as input, and then on my command, it should be able to customize it. It should be able to prioritize it based on high, medium, or low. At the same time, it should be able to categorize which category the complaint falls in. And in this, I also want an interface, a UI on which I can go and I can test this out. And my idea is that if that is something that is working, I can always put it in my code, take it to my code base. So let's see how OpenHands works on it. So OpenHands initially, came up with 5 subtasks for this after understanding the requirement, and then it started working, and it started giving me updates in terms of where it is right now. Right. So here we see that the first 4 have been done, the fifth one is in progress, and then it kept on updating. Here, the fifth one is also done. And then eventually it gave me the details, what all has been done, what has been built. And then it gave me this URL. So let me just follow this URL. I've opened it over here. So here, if you see the URL on this, it seeks customer complaint as input and then asks me, I can come to analyze it. Let's test it out. So here I copy paste and we see that this basically is able to categorize it. And let's try one more example. So here you see that the priority level changes, right? So now let's look at it like this. This software is up and running. This gives me something which is good, which is handy. Now I want to take it one step forward. I wanted to not only categorize it, but also recommend the next step. So I simply ask OpenHands that, add a new feature to this, recommend the next steps, and let's see how OpenHand approaches. So this is a simple this is a simple prompt that I've given over here, and it starts working. So if you look at this, it has added a sixth step to the 5 earlier ones, which it had done earlier. And it's now recommending a feature, or it's adding the next steps recommendation feature to it. So if we get into the details, the codes and everything can be seen here, but it's working. It will take a couple of minutes. Let's give it that time. Right, so here we see that the agent has completed this, all the steps have been done. And here, if we look at it, the sixth step is marked as done. It has given us a URL along with what all it has done. So this, the enhanced version is here. So I go to this here. I paste a new customer complaint and I put it in. And here we see that in addition to the category and priority level that it was showing earlier, now it is also giving the next steps, recommending the next steps, which is something that we wanted. Right. So we see that this is how it is working, how easy it is to build softwares using OpenHands. Right. So, one question that comes is that all this sounds great, but why use OpenHands on Shakudo? Right. So, it has a threefold answer, right? The first point is because of the seamless integration. So on Shakudo, OpenHands is able to access the pre-configured tools, databases, and packages without requiring a separate setup. Shakudo is installed once, and after that, you can use all the tools, all the components that it makes available for you, including OpenHands, where you are able to connect to the tools, databases, packages. All of that is done in a very easy manner. The second point is that you get enterprise grade infrastructure, right? Your AI agent runs on secured, scalable compute without direct access, with direct access to your data. And all of this, for building this level of enterprise infrastructure, you'll need a lot of investment, time, a lot of resources to maintain it. Shakudo does all of that for you. The third point is that you get full control, right? Shakudo is a platform where open hand tools run, where open source tools run. OpenHands is open source. So on Shakudo, you maintain complete control over your code, data, and AI workflows, right? So all of this make it you know, give you an environment where you can run all of this in a very smooth manner, right? That's it for today. Thank you.